Live from Grand Junction, this is KKCO 11 News at 5. Then it starts right now.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for KKCO 11 News at 5. I'm Hannah Hickman.
And I'm Ivana Olivas. We start off our show tonight with your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Stephen Bowers.
And we are calling today a first alert weather days. We've got a strong storm system that's really going to slam the mountains tonight through tomorrow. You see on this map in the purple, winter weather advisories. These run through midday tomorrow in the southern areas, so from the plateau down to the San Juans. And then for the central and northern mountains, this runs until 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. And this is for dangerous travel up in the mountains. It's a relatively small impact for us here on the western slope. In fact, most of what we've had is about what we're going to get here in western Colorado, with the exception being up in the higher elevations. And even now, there is still some snow falling up on top of the Grand Mesa. There's some snowy spots on the plateau just to the south of Glade Park, and even some raining snowy spots around Nucla and Bedrock there. So yeah, we've got some action still around, and this will linger but gradually fade, while the mountain snow is gradually going to be ramping up. So we're tracking this for you, and we'll have the latest updates. I'll show you how the rest of your Tuesday is going to shape up after we start with some morning clouds coming up here in a few minutes.
And now here's a look at your top 5 at 5. Developing tonight, a woman has been pronounced dead after she was hit by a truck near Central High School earlier this morning.
Coming up on KJCT 8 News at 5:30, details of a fatal crash, car versus pedestrian crash, and how to prevent an out-of-control fire.
And today is a first alert weather day. We can get a little bit of rain here in the valleys, but heavy snow will target the mountains. The latest details on that coming up in the forecast.
Live from Grand Junction, this is KJCT News 8 at 5:30. And it starts right now.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us at KJCT News 8. I'm Ivana Olivas. Well, we traded those sunny skies and 60 degrees for a little bit of a clouder sky. So let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Stephen Bowers, who has more.
All right, and we are calling today a first alert weather day as this big storm system is blowing through Colorado, and it has prompted winter weather advisories. They're shown here in the purple. For the central and northern mountains, this runs until 5 o'clock tomorrow evening, and for the plateau and the San Juans, it runs until 11 o'clock tomorrow. So heavy snow in the mountains can mean some difficult to at times dangerous travel, and then there can be some gusty wind to blow that snow and reduce the visibility. So impact is certainly high. In the high country, here in the valleys of the western slope, not so much. In fact, we've had some occasional rain, and that is still possible through the evening, but for the most part, we're quiet in the valleys right now. There is some snow up over the Uncompahgre Plateau, mainly south of Glade Park. That extends down toward Nucla, where it likely changes to rain. And then there's more snow up over the Grand Mesa. More still up over the high country is going to be increasing through the evening tonight. There we are at 10 o'clock. And so, yes, it becomes a little bit of a travel issue for you if you're heading toward the Denver metro area tonight or even into tomorrow. So yes, rain and snow with a low of 30 tonight, and this evening is going to be slow to cool through those 40s. I'll be back with your forecast looking ahead coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Stephen. Well, Colorado State Patrol is now confirming a woman has been pronounced dead after she was hit by a pickup truck as she was crossing the street near Central High School. The driver of that truck, CSB says, was a high school student. It happened this morning just after 8 a.m. CSB tells us a 66-year-old woman was on the north side of Warrior Way crossing the street when a male high school student driving the pickup truck hit her. No additional details were provided, but due to the length of the investigation, D51 officials sent out an email to parents saying students must be picked up. Our Bella Demosthenes joins us with the latest. She has more on what neighbors in the area are saying about safety.
CSB confirms a 66-year-old woman was killed, an incident sparking conversations with residents who say the city needs to add more safety precautions to this intersection.
Huge influx of inexperienced drivers and not enough safety.
Cones, several police cars, witnesses, all near Central High School. Troopers say a woman was pronounced dead after she was struck by a pickup truck while she crossed the street. The driver of that truck, CSB says, was a male high school student. It's caused nearby neighbors to think about safety in the area.